Hello everybody, this is AllSense Gaming and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Escape from Ever After. In the previous episode, we traversed what we could of Glacius 9 in order to get the entire team back together, and now we're making our way through the R&D labs, and it seems though we need to get everything powered up in order to access where the Lexi chips are made. That's just my summation. Jeez. It's like those scenes in action flicks where it's like the heroes are fighting in complete darkness and it's just a flash of gunfire that keeps things lighting up for you to see it, or whatever else they're using. Okay. I don't know why I tried to use Tinder's Flame for that. Huh. Was really hoping you'd do a lot more damage than that, Flint. Whatever. Tinder can make up where you have failed. Ow. Alright, Buckler Barrage this guy. Yeesh. Alright, well, I can see the green terminal up there. But it doesn't look like we're going to that either. No, we're getting the yellow terminal going. Welcome, please scan your After Inc. ID. Thank you, powering on terminal. Alright, that's yellow. We just need green and blue now. And maybe purple? I'm not certain. Nope. It's just these colors. Haha! Oh, jeez. That is some serious recoil. Let's swap in Ava. Frog's Kiss this guy. And then let's get Patches in here. You know what? We've never done Rue Rush. And again, I've also never upgraded it, so never mind. Alright, take him out before you can detonate the explosives. Okay, that's powered on, so we can go back up that way anytime, but I think we're better off going this way, maybe? Aha! What's that do for us? It disables the lasers. Good. Really? Alright, let's get Ava in here. Gonna be doing a lot of kissing as a frog. good. Wolfgang? Did say it pierces defenses, but evidently force fields aren't one of them. Jeez, they really don't like Eva. Let's go for some restoration. Some hazy. Nah. You know, I've never really used their synergy abilities. Mainly because restoration is just so good. Why would I use my SP on anything else? And honestly, I probably should be using them. I'm just not. Okay, now I know we turned off those lasers, but we should at least take a look around here. Aha! Okay, that opens up that area. So what is down here? Ugh. Toxic runoff, no doubt. Did you have to launch me that far back? Let's see. Nope, that's a dead end. Okay. Wait. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything in the foreground. Nope. And there's that walkway we were at beforehand. Ah, and that opens up the pathway, which will probably help us get to blue or the green one. One of the two. Oh, come on. Okay. Anyways, let's get up this way. Now we gotta find the blue one. Ah. Ugh. Alright. Actually, I think we're close enough to the entrance I could justify going back for healing, because I could really need it. Alright, we're back. Let's try to not get caught by this guard before we head in here. Yeesh. They really burrowed deep into this place. Yay! Haha. Awkward. Huh. Backwards buckler would have actually been pretty useful here. No matter. When he's backwards buckler, and you've got a frog's kiss. Alrighty then. Oh boy. Alright, just enough. Okay. Hit that. And then hit this to extend the bridge, but is that anything more than a shortcut? Huh. Gotta be some way to hit that switch. Not sure how, but there has to be. Alright, I'm an idiot. Gotta hit the switch and then we gotta loop all the way back around to get back to here. Can't believe it took me that long. Whatever. I'll see you guys once we get back here. Alright, gotta level up on the way back. I'm gonna get a little more TP. I swear, stuff like this is why I shouldn't be recording these, like, after midnight. But it's also the only time I've got to record it. At least... well, not technically true, but also tomorrow I've got a lot of stuff I have to get done. So I kind of have to record it right now. I definitely won't have time for... getting the time for editing and rendering and uploading. Not much is certain. Hell, I still have to edit all the other videos that I'm working on. Let's see. Yeesh, guy's got senses like Daredevil if he heard us coming. Buckler Barrage isn't gonna do any good unless I somehow manage to poison the guy, but I'm not gonna gamble my chances on that. Come on. At least do something. Even if I fail. Let's try that again. Let's swap you out. Fox kiss this guy. And there goes Patches. Nah, I gotta go for a restoration. These magnet guys really don't like Ava, do they? Yeah, I've gone in completely the wrong direction. Let's just backtrack a bit on this. Ah, here we go. Save point. That's never a good sign. Yeah, one of these things. And a big puzzle. Oh boy. Flint, you just take care of these guys. Let's bring up Patches. Yeah, let's get a restoration going for him first, before we have him do anything else. Yeah, I'm not sure what it is, but there's something about these guys' death animation that just makes me a little uncomfortable. I'm not talking the vaguely humping looking animation. Something else. And I can't quite place my finger on it. Okay. That takes care of that. But I also need to hit the block at the same time. So how am I supposed to hit it from here and get the blocks down at the same time? There's nothing for Ava to transform, nothing for Tinder to burn, nothing for Wolfgang to play his music for. Patches is the only one that can help with this. How am I supposed to hit the... Okay, let's try this again. There we go. And then down this way. I hate how aim-body these guys... Well, aim is. Alright, that should be all of the terminals. Nope. Oh, come on. Okay, that should be the door that leads to where we need to go. However, I need to heal. And I don't care if I need to use one of the coffee machines to do it, but... But I'll be back to that door once we've taken care of healing. Alright, we're back. By the time I found a coffee machine, I was already back at the telepager at the entrance, so I decided, screw it, I'm just gonna take free healing. Anyways, time to go through the big door, now that we've gotten all the power back on. Ooh, another save point. Good. Whoa, this must be wherever After Ink manufactures its shield technology. Lexi chips have got to be up ahead. Let's keep moving. Uh-huh. Shield tech, huh? It's been a while since we've seen that. And I'm not talking from fighting the regular enemies, if you know what I mean. Of course, there's a coffee machine right here. Well, whatever. I've already healed. Yes, there it is. This is wherever After Ink manufactures the Lexi chips. Got it. Whoa, nice job. That easy, huh? Easy. I had to quantum splice the firewall through a glorp-synced bypass socket, then oscillate the frob nodes with a dynamic kernel matrix. And once I inverted the polyake, was I able to break through and print the chip. Yeah, duh. Come on, guys, let's grab that chip. Using this chip, you can finally warp to the real world. Hold it right there. This suppose I shouldn't be surprised you all managed to worm your way out of the consequences of your actions. I'm going to need you to hand over the Lexi chip. Now. Absolutely not. Mind your own business, Moon. We earned this chip fair and square, so stay back. You don't know what you're dealing with here. I don't want to hurt you, but I can't let you go to the real world with reckless plans to harm the company. So one more time, give me the chip. Flint, do you really want to see your friends get hurt? Look, I'm sorry we lied to you. But if you let us go to the real world, we can take down this company once and for all. Oh, kid, I'm sorry to laugh at you. I really am. What do you think is going to happen once you get to the real world, You'll give the CEO a firm talking to, maybe ruffle her hair a bit, and poof, problem solved. Even then, you really believe Ever After Inc. won't just slot someone else right into her chair? We're going to sever the telepager network so that everything can just go back to normal. Ever After Inc. is enslaving all of us. Can't you see that? I'll be better off without them. It's not up to you to decide that for everyone. I would not be better off, and neither would many of your co-workers. You guys just don't get it. You don't know anything. You're too self-absorbed to see why some folks might prefer things as they are. The plot is not only ludicrous, it's misguided and selfish. Let me ask you guys, did you put the pieces together yet? Do you know how I found out about your plans? Who told me about your betrayal? Well, I certainly didn't piece it all together on my own. Tinder, it's better they hear from you, right? It's not true. It's true. I'm sorry. What? Why would you do that? I can't believe it. This whole thing, it was your plan to begin with. Look, I think we've already lost. I was a fool for believing we could climb our way up the company and make a real difference. You have to understand, I never cared about toppling this company on some kind of moral grounds. I never cared about saving anyone else's storybook. All I wanted was my body and my castle back. That's it. Well, I made a deal with Mr. Moon. In exchange for telling him about our plans... When did you tell him? It was right after the CEO came and told us the director of Storybook Affairs job wasn't available anymore. Well, folks, we were throwing quite a curveball here. I'm really sorry for misleading you. I truly thought you and your team would be the right fit for the director of Storybook Affairs position, Flint. And I mistakenly thought the higher-ups were on board with it, too. Look, there'll be another opportunity someday, yeah? You've already achieved so much at this company, and heck, you'll make a great project manager for the time being. I'm sure the real world ain't all it's chalked up to be anyway. Sorry again, folks, but I'd best be going too. Don't be a stranger. Are you kidding me? Now what? So we did all that work for absolutely nothing? That was our only hope of getting to the real world and ending this nightmare. I just want my castle back. I want my body back. I want things back to normal. Tinder dear, this is a setback, but we can't give up. There's got to be a way. Ugh, I gotta cool off before I do something I regret. I'll meet you back in our office. I don't think we really needed to see that whole scene. This is a setback for sure, but I might have an idea. Let's regroup back at the office and maybe we can figure this out. There's something you should know. Can we talk in your office? Plan was to apprehend you all when you arrived at the planet's surface and then secretly let Tinder go. Even though that part of the agreement fell through, I still intend to honor the rest of our deal. For Tinder's honesty and help, as agreed, I will be sending her to some other fantasy storybook. We'll be setting her up in some unoccupied castle where she can live in peace. Once there, we'll also be removing Tinder's collar, which will, of course, restore her body to its normal size and power. Her telepager access will be revoked, of course, so she will be in that isolated storybook for the remainder of her days, unable to cause any harm to the company. Well, Tinder, your new castle is waiting. Head to the telepager at the facility's entrance and a guard We'll be waiting to escort you to your new home world. I thank you. Sorry. Sorry, but I don't regret what I've done. I don't expect forgiveness, but I hope someday you'll come to understand it. Goodbye. I'm sorry that you were betrayed. Tinder was finally able to understand the true nature of your plan, and I hope you will too. So I'll give you one more chance. Give me the Lexi chip, and nobody needs to get hurt here. Never. Very well. Patches! Enough! Just so you can't manufacture more of these Lexi chips. I'm sorry. I didn't want to have to do this. I'm leaving now. It would be wise of you not to follow. Get up, everyone. We gotta go after him. Let's go. Stop! Still not giving up. I really don't want to hurt you guys again, but you're going to leave me with no choice. Can't even research him. He's impossible to damage. It's over now. You all think you're doing the right thing. I can even respect it. But you don't see the bigger picture. We have to stop you. I'm sorry that it had to end this way. I wish you would have listened. I absolutely hate this part of the job, but this ends here. Huh? What the? Tinder! It's overloading the shield! I can't hold on much longer! Tinder! You damaged my shield! You actually punctured holes into my shield! Ah! Go! Go and catch him! Tinder, you came back for us. You're hurt. We can't leave you here. Let's get you home. How are you feeling, Tinder? You sold us out after everything we've been through. Sounds like you had everything all worked out for yourself. Why come back to help us? I just couldn't go through with it. I was standing at the telepager ready to leave all this behind me, but I couldn't do it. Guess I'm not as self-serving as I thought. You did save our lives, only after you betrayed us. Look, I'm not expecting you to forgive me. My actions were completely driven by my own self-interest. They always have been. One thing I want you to know is that coming back for you came at a great cost to me. Mr. Moon made it clear this would be my only chance to get my body back. Tech to remove this collar and revert me back to my original form. He said he'd be destroyed if I went back on our agreement. In other words, we'll be stuck like this forever. Wait, what? Yeah, turns out this collar has only one key. Now, since I went back on my agreement with Mr. Moon, that key is surely destroyed. So yes, rescuing you guys, it sealed my fate. Wow, Tinder, that's... Seriously? Again, I'm not seeking your forgiveness. My betrayal was unforgivable. But please don't let my sacrifice go to waste. All I ask is that you let me help you finish what we started. Well, I'm sold. Welcome back, Tinder. Honestly, Tinder, we've been through so much. I, of course, resent your choice to go behind our backs. I do, however, understand it. I trust that you won't be doing anything like this again. The way I see it, your quick thinking with the laser is the only thing that might help us defeat Mr. Moon. So yeah, I'm good to move forward. What do you think, Flint? Fine, I'll forgive her. I'm with everyone else. Your betrayal was... it hurt. But your sacrifice evens things out in my eyes. If we're really going to purge Ever After Inc. from our storybooks, then we have a lot of work to do. And we can't do it without you. That means a lot, Flint. Thank you. I won't let you guys down, and I promise I'll stick with you till the end. Now that that's settled, let's talk next steps. Mr. Moon took the Lexi chip, and we still need it to get to the real world. So we gotta go after him. Using that force field creation laser on his already existing force field seemed to short-circuit the whole thing. It punctured some holes into his force field, so maybe there's a chance we can actually damage him now. Mr. Moon could be anywhere now. Where are we going to find him? Luckily, it seems Mr. Moon still hasn't alerted anyone outside the R&D department about our plans. He's still keeping this close to his chest, probably to save face, which means we can freely explore. Right, then let's go find him. Maybe we search around the office for clues? Sounds like a plan. Alright, may as well change out of this outfit. Maybe check our emails. Telepager Software, your resident IT bird here, just emailing you to let you all know about a new update to Ever After Inc. Telepager system. Our Telepagers now display how many Sun Gems and ink bottles are left in each storybook, but remember this feature is totally optional. If you really want to collect them all, that's on you. I need your help. Dear Flint. Never thought I'd be reaching out to ye again. I don't hold it against ye. In fact, I've got a fair bit of respect for your mission, but ignoring Blackheart's final wishes, aye, that'd be a grave breaking of the pirate's code, and it brought me no small shame, it did. Truth is, I got myself a new quest. But I can't take it on alone. I've scoured the seas high and low looking for a crew stout-hearted as ye lot, and I've found none to match your grit. Meet me in the jungles of Molten Maw Isle, where I've made me a new residence, and I'll share more of what I've uncovered. Fair travels, Captain Silver. Okay. Wish there was a way we could have done this without lying to Mr. Moon. Oh well, we're doing the right thing here. I don't think I'm cut out for outer space. Let's not try to pilot a spaceship again, okay? I'm sorry again for everything, and I appreciate you staying back to help me when I was hurt. Can't believe we let Mr. Moon get away with the Lexi chip. Oh, we're gonna get it back, I know it. Assuming he hasn't already destroyed it. He's not here. Flint, Mr. Moon's safe was left open. So, the reason I kept trying to go back into his office is because there's apparently a little tidbit where if you try to mess with the safe, he completely freaks out. Let's take a look. Tattered book. The cover is faded and the title has been worn off. I wonder what this book is. It's so worn I can't even make out the title. Dude, I bet Mr. Moon is inside. I'm going to find out. And that's going to be our next port of call, but not right now. First things first, I want to check in on the 3 blind mice, see if maybe they've got a quest for us. And if not, then we can probably get started on Captain Silver's stuff. Might as well buy this for completion's sake. Okay. Well, like that one email said, we can check the telepager and the various books from it to see how many... Well, we've actually collected a lot of ink bottles and sun gems. A lot more than I thought. We're missing a lot in Treasure Cove and Icefall Chronicles, though. Oof. Oh well. Let's head to Molten Maw Isle. Not sure if we'll be able to finish it, but we can at least get started on Captain Silver's quest. He said in the jungles of Molten Maw Isle. Oh, well, here's one of the sun gems we've missed. Ah, here it is. Captain Silver. Shiver me timbers, ye got me message. Welcome to me new home. It's been many a moon, Flint. Be hoping after all we went through, your crew has found what you're looking for. We're working on it. Sorry again for going against Blackheart's final wishes and giving the treasure to Ever After Inc. Dar lad, I understand. You got your own quest to chase. Let's leave the past in the past. I didn't call ye all here to shed salty tears. You're here because there'll be another treasure to find, and it lies right here on this island. That's right, I've been doing me research. This stash surely is only a fraction of Blackheart's bounty, but it's still a fine haul. And I'll be needing your help to claim it, so what say ye, lad? Will ye lend a hand? Yar! Ah, that's the spirit. So listen closely. The treasure lies in Molten Maw Volcano. I've made it that far. Here's the riddle that points to its location. To find the treasure, here's a clue. See the cap of pink, not green nor blue. Let wind move through the sleeping stone and forge a path once overgrown. Okay, so find a pink mushroom and flow some wind? Alright, you get that? I'm counting on you to find the treasure for me, so you're not coming? I'm getting too old for caves and adventure, lad. But find this for me and I'll make it worth your while. Come speak to me if the riddle needs repeating. I'm counting on ye. Okay. See if I can remember how to do this one. Alright, there we go. Alright, now we find the pink mushroom. Preferably while avoiding all these guys. Okay, I'll admit that guy's got some serious platforming skills. Alright, now I'm looking at the time. We probably don't have enough time to take care of this right now, so that's something that's going to have to wait for next episode. So, I'm going to end things off there for today. If you guys like what you see, please leave a like, subscribe for future content. Don't forget to hit that bell icon to get notifications when I upload. And please leave a comment down below this video. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching.